Okay.
Greetings, we are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack, and let us regale you with the songs of our misdeeds. Today we will be playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is a high fantasy D20 system. If you would like to see more content, please check us out on YouTube at fellowshipgaming.quest, where you can subscribe and hit that bell notification. And if you'd like to join us during our live stream, head over to Twitch and give us a follow in order to be part of our live chat. And today we are going to be playing a Pathfinder 2nd Edition scenario. It is Season 4, Scenario 2, Return to the Grave.
I was like, return? I never went.
Hey, Tony, can you grab that blue bag for me?
Throw at your face. Face throw!
It was like, got everything.
And you
I
finally
have no
made
dice.
You finally made it to Usalov. You're just on the wrong part of Usalov. You're about a couple hundred miles southeast of where you're supposed to be. Oh, yeah, because, oh no, this isn't, you're a new character. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah, Goggle is currently on vacation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Goggles
He's
up.
doing homework with the kids.
Finally. He's still in the library. He's like, the floor was lava. I didn't see it change. Is it still lava? He's like, I don't know if I made my will save or not.
You are in the...
Day 13 as he's sitting
13,
like hunched over like a gargoyle in the library. I'm running low on rations, rat. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So you're in the city of Caliphasses, which is in the country of Ustalav.
Nice.
And you're currently in the Vodavani Lodge. And it is normally a bustle of activity. A whirlwind of Pathfinders preparing for or returning from missions throughout Ustalav and the Gravelands. But today it is eerily quiet. A gnome wearing robes embroidered with butterflies and a crescent moon tends to the wounds of a middle-aged woman as you arrive. That's what she looks like.
That's the gnome?
That's the gnome.
Cute. Mm-hmm. That's like our gnome's Pathfinder's version of lollies. Like, girl.
Pretty much.
You're like, am I attracted to this? I better not be.
Ah, yes. You've returned. Venture Captain Envy Von Grass gestures to the Pathfinders to join her, and her patient while passing a discarded bandage to the nurse. She asks him to fetch for more coverings and a hot water, and he nods and departs.
Do we know what faction she's the captain of?
She's the captain of this lodge.
Oh, okay. What are the names? What's the title of the people who are ahead of like the Horizon Hunters, the Vigilant Seal?
They are venture captains as
But
well.
they have a different title that sets them aside.
Not really,
Oh, okay.
but they typically tend to like the matters of the factions instead of a lodge.
Okay.
And then
I was just curious because
yeah.
like Venture Captain Sheila Hydemarsh. I was like, yeah, but she was in charge. Mm-hmm. But I guess they're just all captains. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
some
good
captains.
for me to know.
Yeah, some captains are in charge of like a certain region or area. Others are a little bit more mobile. Some, like her husband. Oh, look, the time. I gotta go out venturing.
Oh, responsibility, duck, dodge.
I heard there's a bully over yonder. Let's go take a look.
Did you remember your sword scroll thing for level 1
Your
characters?
schooling.
Your 3 points or whatever.
I don't think I figured
it's a
that out for
difference,
him yet.
well.
Okay.
Let me
Well, there's
go
generalist
find
as
it.
well, but
Yeah, it's kind of like in
He'd
first
probably
edition.
be a generalist.
If you
not a spellcaster, right?
No.
Yeah, so scrolls wouldn't go over well.
there are ways to become venture captain in first edition, but
It's
basically you
from
don't
the
have a
Dark
lodge.
Archive,
You're just roaming.
unless the cards. I think these
Hey,
are
I
just
got
from
2.
the core.
Oh yeah.
Evney patience relaxes as the venture captain's touch on her arm. This is Claudia Dralston, one of our best trackers, and her team has been scouting the Gravelands. That is, they were until they disappeared a few years ago. Sadly, Claudia is the only one of her team to escape the Gravelands. She turns to her charge and smiles warily. She finally has found the time to report in. Maybe we should ask Dr. Trice to help you since your stitches are so untidy, Claudia retorts with a kindly but weary smile. Evney tut-tuts, but gently pats Claudette's arm. Since the region fell into the Whispering Tyrant, Claudette has been gathering stranded refugees in a village called Steadfast. As the settlement expands, it grows increasingly like the Whispering Tyrant's army will discover it. The dead are gathering near Steadfast, and its citizens need a safe path to the border. Claudette left to find help, and she barely managed to escape, and nearly died before reaching the lodge. The gnome offers a cup of hot tea to her patient, who wiggles her nose at the aroma before downing it in one gulp, then continuing her story. Uvney's people took some notes from my ramblings when I arrived. We're hoping it's enough to find the town and get the people out. Because for the life of me, I'm not sure how I made it out of the Gravelands. I left a knight named Sir Cray Drahan in charge when I left. But he has his way. But if he has his way, he'll end up getting everyone there killed trying to fight back against the Tarafan's forces. Evney nods. Our contacts among the lights of the last wall report that the undead troop aren't especially active in the area at the moment. This lucky circumstance, along with her notes, should allow you to sneak into the Gravelands without running into more undead than you can handle. Unfortunately, Claudette needs to recover here, so it's up to you to enter the Gravelands, defeat the threats you encounter, and chart a path to Steadfast, and deliver some crucial supplies we're sending along, including a magical keystone to prevent the dead from joining Tafaran's army. You can use the supplies in an emergency, but they're intended for Steadfast. The more you can deliver to the refugees, the easier time they will have escaping. And then she hands you some notes.
Okay. Not far from Steadfast, there's an enormous watchtower made of polished obsidian or marble of some kind. It's surrounded by dead Lastwall knights, and they seem to patrol as if still alive. Steadfast populace give the watchtower a wide berth, and the town is hidden from the tower's view by the ever-present mist. Sir Cray insists the tower is important, but he's in no condition to mount an attack. He may try anyway. Please stop him. I stayed off the road since the watchtower's knights sometimes patrolled them, and made my way to the crossroads I knew was near the campsite we'd stayed at on the last fateful night. I made the mistake of returning there in hopes of gathering our notes of survivors and holdouts in case I made it back to the society, but I failed. The dead hunted me like food. I think some of them were my fellow Pathfinders. I lost my closest friend, Featherfall, near an old caravan that had plunged into a ravine. But I trudged alone, following the river as it turned north away from the roads. The dead followed on my heels. I couldn't fight them all off. Finally, I found the old stone bridge that led across the river. Some young toughs found me there and helped me to Caliphus. I never thought I would see the living again. I should like to thank them, but I never knew their names.
Interesting.
And then this is the other Pathfinder, Claudette.
Nice. She's the one that the other Pathfinder was attending to?
They're attending.
Yeah, she's the one that was the scout, or is the scout.
Cool.
And
So we're on a cusp. We're meant to infiltrate, recover the citizens and bring them back safely, and ideally with Cray in tow, preferably alive, but at the end of the day, he's his own person.
Correct.
Cool. I'm assuming that those are all like points, A, B, C, D. Like, if Cray dies, I don't know. You're like, he made his choice. Awesome.
Forgot to buy a major piece of my equipment.
Don't do
Let's
that.
go ahead and introduce everybody real quick, since a lot of you are
Okay.
new to the society.
So this is a rehash of a character that other people would be familiar with. He is, of course, a goblin. Tailed goblin. It goes by the name of Amo Hiuhiro. I don't know how to pronounce it in Hawaiian, but it basically just means tailed shadow or something like that. I don't remember. But everybody just calls him Mo. Ruffian Rogue. He is a fervent fan of the firebrands. Someday he'll be an official member, but right now he's just an aspirant at best. They call him other words, but he doesn't quite know what those mean. Yeah, Ruffian Rogue. He likes where his armor has a buckler kind of strapped to his... I like to pretend that it's strapped to his tail, but it's not. It's just, buckler to his wrist.
Yeah.
But he does have the hardtail feet, so he likes to occasionally thwack people. When he gets really excited, he's like a black lab. His tail just knocks shit over. And if he hits you with it, he apologizes immediately because it'll bruise.
It has a mind of its own.
Yeah. Oh, he's like an octopus. He has multiple brains. One of them is definitely in his tail. Did I say that he was? Oh, yeah. He's a member of the Horizon. What are they called? Horizon
Hunters. Yep.
Yeah. He just looks beyond that. What's it called? What flat earthers don't believe? I know it's Horizon, but there's a word, the bend. He just keeps going.
Yeah, what is it called? I can't.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, he sees that and he goes, I want to go there. And then he gets there and he goes, I want to go there. And then he just keeps going. So, perennial Pathfinder.
True.
He does have battle medicine. He likes the idea of poultices and stuff like that. But I built them before you built your Kyurgen. Which is fine. We can never have too much healing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's Mo. I have a little, can't really see it, but he's got a goblin with a little tail. And his breastplate has moss and stuff on it to help him hide. Doesn't do anything. Just looks slightly greenish. Not moss, with lichen?
Lichen.
I guess that is a moss would be a lichen, but yeah. Lichen? Lichen? Yeah. Anyways, Fred, what are you playing?
I am playing. I'm going to turn on my mic so people can hear me. I am playing Patches.
Yay! What's Patches?
Patches he's about 4 feet tall. He's wearing a traveler's cloak and stuff like that, and he looks almost like a mouse. And he's covered in what appears to be patches, and his fur is basically white, brown, black, kind of in different
nice.
areas.
What are they? Calico rats?
It's kind of like a calico rats, and he just goes, everybody calls me Patches. I'm not quite sure why.
Oh, yeah.
So all the tall folk are people that aren't from my war and call me Patches. My parents call me something else, but I won't get into that.
Is it? 'Cause my name can't be pronounced in the human tongue.
No, it's just really, really long.
Oh, that's fair.
Because, I got like 16 siblings.
Oof.
They all were staple to
Are
the.
you like
Wow.
Tinker Gnome? Your name just gets longer and longer and
As you
longer
get
and
older.
longer as you get
Well,
older.
they keep adding to my name, so I just go by Patches.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I love
As you
it.
get older, your name gets longer and longer and longer.
Yeah,
Like,
because
that's a new syllable. Slap it on the end.
Well, it's because I actually survived long enough that...
That's fair, yeah.
That
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more important.
I'm thinking of Critical Role. How old are you? 11 days. How long do kobolds live? 11 days. Well, that's true.
And he's carrying what appears to be a staff in his backpack and stuff like that. And on his side, he has a crossbow.
That was probably one of the greatest articles in Dragon Magazine. The ecology of the adventurer.
Oh, yeah.
They promptly ripped the end of my tail off and fed it to me. Swallowing quickly. My
Well,
mother's kitchen has been raided no less than 7 times. Not once have they asked her to make a sandwich.
What class are you playing?
I am a wizard.
Oh, nice. So you are a rat wizard?
Yeah, I'm kind of
Are you a rat wizard who summons cats?
no. I got a small.
It's like, no, I'm a cat wizard.
And on his shoulder, he appears to have a rat sitting on his shoulder.
So you're like Goofy with Pluto.
Yes.
Like, if your eyesight was good enough, there'd be a little rat on that rat.
It's
And
a
it
little.
just goes
It's
on.
a flea-shaped. It's a rat-shaped flea on the rat. On the rat. We need to get you a dire rat to ride as a mount. Just
That's my like level 4 or 5.
Is it really?
No, I.
Oh, make it that. Take a level 2. Take out of whatever. What is it? Beast. There's definitely a dedication that gives you a. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
There's a couple like
you take Ranger, but
I can't remember if Cavalier will do it because I think Cavalier might have to
No.
have the specific mount trait.
well, I think to get that mount, you have to be a rat folk, which you think you might qualify for rat
Yeah.
folk feats. Being
Yeah.
oh yeah, tell the
is
audience
a
that
rat
little
folk.
bit of fun because you're not a rat folk.
No,
No, I'm a Yosuke.
Yeah,
he's from space.
He's a time traveler. No, he's a space traveler. He's both. I don't know.
Well, I looked it up. No matter when I looked it up, the rat folks are only 4 feet tall, and so he's only 4 feet tall. So he has a small staff. He's patches, and then his tiny is his familiar.
I love it.
Because his heritage, and I didn't have to use a wizard feat for my familiar. I took a heritage feat
Oh, so you yeah, all right,
Yeah, because he's got the rat familiar.
nice.
because I took the rat familiar. So I got a rat, and the rat goes hi.
What?
It has the talking feat as one of his things.
That's great.
This is tiny. Today he can talk. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow he'll fly.
Next, yeah, and Mo's like, next thing you're gonna tell me is both the rats know how to read. They probably both do.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think he knows how to read. Do you know how to read? Not yet.
He's like level 3. You're like, what is level 3? Not only he's not a rat.
It's not yet, but I like looking around.
Literally gonna be 3 rats in a trench coat, aren't you? I love it, Fred.
Strangely, I couldn't find a rideable rat companion. But there is a pangolin, which is like an armored rat.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, you can fluff it to be a
boy.
rat. It's like it's a rat in armor. That'd be hilarious.
I was just surprised. I was like, they have all sorts of stuff for companions.
Yeah.
I wonder why they forgot rats.
I was gonna do a sprite
Because
with
people
a corgi.
would terrify people. But he also also has his hood up, so it's kind of hard to see that he's a rat folk. Because apparently not a lot of people like rat folk. Oh, yes, okay.
His nose doesn't stick out.
It sticks out, but it's you have to be like.
He's.
Yeah.
I get it.
He's like drawn like a shape of a beak. He's like, no, I'm tiny Tengu. Much more acceptable.
He is a plague doctor. Oh, that's good.
So, I'm playing a what looks to be kind of a average height human, like, but he introduces himself. This unit is called New Human Defense Drive Alpha 8. I was a gladiator, and the Society requested my service on this mission, because I can fight. Welcome.
Okay.
But he's an android spirit barbarian.
Oh.
His fun thing is that he can turn himself on and he lights up.
What lights up?
His skin and
Oh,
everything.
oh.
Yeah. I was like,
He's got the RGB going on.
Oh, I was thinking
Right.
like Avatar with the hair.
well,
It's like, is that how you
technically,
download?
I suppose it's the circuitry underneath the skin that you see.
It's what their blood vessels light up. It's like a nanosurge, right?
Yeah. And so they just glow on bright, and so,
So
you
you-
can
you're
cast
both-
bright light.
Bastardizing our Pathfinder virginity with Starfinder characters. How dare you? You're like, and next week in Starfinder, Casey and I are going to play something. I don't know.
Look,
Monday?
they bring more Lamals to Pathfinder, and you'll see one soon. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
That's great.
But yeah, it was a gladiator, and he just carries some spears, a gauntlet, armor.
So you're a spirit barbarian?
Mhm.
What does that entitle? Yeah, I think the only one I'm familiar with is animal and the
They're
big
going
one.
against
When-
ghosts and
Oh,
incorporeal.
so you cheated.
When I rage, I can choose to do add positive or negative energy
Oh,
damage,
that's nice.
and my attacks count as ghost touch against their incorporeal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spirit is probably one of the most powerful barbarians.
That's really cool. I didn't know about that. That's really
Yeah,
interesting.
there's giant, spirit.
Well, yeah, I knew
Fury and
animal,
animal.
and giant, and I know there was like, what's the normal ones?
Fury.
Fury.
Fury is.
Fury. And then
Sabrara
there's
is Fury.
superstition one.
Yeah,
There is superstition
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
That's like you don't like spell
That's
casting.
magic, yeah. You're
Yeah.
anti-magic.
Spirit, undead stuff. That's cool.
Yep.
Be an undead spirit barbarian.
you
Like,
could be.
ward against my own people.
But I flavor all that as just like technological stuff. So
Ghost in the Machine style shit.
Mhm.
That's cool. That's real cool.
Okay, so I am playing Kalis Boulder Stomper. He's a dwarven children. So he's got his belt of alchemical stuff hanging off him. He's got a big bag of healer tools, and he's got his well-crafted wooden tankard with the symbol of Kalen. Well, it is the symbol of Kalen. What am I talking about? He's got his tankard. Yeah, he's got his tankard.
Oh,
with
isn't
him.
the tankard the symbol? Because
Yeah, that's what.
it's like
That took it took me a second. I'm
So
like,
yeah, no, it's the
Wait a
same with the rat on the rat on the rat.
Yeah. Do you have, so when you hold the beard, do you have like the tattoo of the foreshortened Caden Kalian? Like, you ever seen the Goku with the fist?
Yeah.
I'll have to find it, because it's so perfect for a dwarf to have like double fisting Caden Kalian with beard. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, he has a well-crafted wooden tankard with him at all times.
I like that.
And he's like, I'm searching to add new brews to my family tavern.
So we're going to the
Where's your-
Gravelands.
I was like, where's
This is
your
the
family
undead
tavern?
version.
Oh, is
Bringing new meaning to Pale Ale.
yeah, new meaning to me.
This is
Oh,
blood mead.
crap. I can't remember what the name of the dwarven area is. The Great Rift.
The Five
Oh, one of
Kingdoms?
them, yeah.
The five. It might be the.
There's the
Kingdoms.
Five Kingdoms.
Yeah,
is
there's-
just south of here.
Yeah, he's from
In
the
the
Five
mountains?
Kingdoms.
Yeah, and then there's
His tavern is called the Whiskey Tub.
oh, I like that.
And he's like, it's been in the family for 5 generations.
Now I heard if you want to make hard apple cider, I know the family.
The apple crisps, honey crisps.
So, Goku tattooed, but it's your fist. Now just imagine it's Caden Kalian, and then at the end is your fist holding the beard. That'd be perfect.
What I like to imagine is there's the tankard, and then there's a symbol of the holy symbol. But inside the holy symbol is like the
Just keeps
good
going.
stuff, like a little flask of the good stuff, just for the faithful.
Is it like a tankard with a 6-shooter? And it's like, this is beer at individual shots? Oh,
I love it. Oddly, that is awesome.
I want to 3D print that shit now. My brain just goes on fire. I love that. That's perfect. Well, because in first edition they have like a mini tankard or something.
There's
Yeah.
the
Where it's like different pockets you can drink from, the different potions you can store.
Uh-huh.
well, the Caden rapier had the guard was a tankard.
Yeah.
Well, here they have the was it ever. It's a bombless stein. That's
Yeah.
what
I know what
it
you're
is.
talking about.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's what.
I have to get me one of those.
Not any non-magical alcoholic beverage you put in it becomes endless.
Well, for 2E, what it does is you pick one type of ale, and it just makes that ale forever.
It's like Judge Dredd's gun. You're like, hot shot. Raw. Dwarven stout. We're all dead. Stout so thick you can chew it. We call that double buck.
That's why he has the extra shots just for the Yasuki here. This is how
What
much
was
you
the
get.
Red Dragon Inn?
Yeah.
Extra for everybody. No.
Like, my,
Drinking game. No!
my ruffian rogue, Noog, who took a cleric dedication to Caden. Like, he has a healer's kit, but I'm just like, holy alcohol. Bam! He divine lances with it. He does everything with it.
I mean, I'm going to probably do similar with him.
Of course,
Yeah.
Neil here may enjoy campaigning with my other cleric. I have my cloister cleric for society is
Well, you have a champion, right, as well.
I have a champion of Caden, but my one cloister cleric is Cassandra Lay,
Oh, no.
and he's all for all rights for androids and everybody. Yeah, her favorite weapon is the poly tool.
Oh,
It's
nice.
the Swiss Army knife of
weapons.
Galarian, yeah.
The multitudes like thieves' tools and other tools all in one. But yeah, poly weapon. Basically, a weapon with I think it is a poly trait where it's like, but it has to look like a one-handed weapon into a one-handed weapon into a one-handed weapon.
Yeah,
but
it has like a knife blade that you pop out, then you can use it as piercing or slashing. Usually, the bludgeon portion is just like when everything's in and you're just smacking people with the handle.
a little cudgel.
But it does say like it has like flint and steel in it and all that.
Yeah.
And there's a saw.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's funny.
All right.
Any questions before you head out?
Undead. Are they resistant to cold usually?
Some are, some aren't.
Excuse me.
Because the only alchemical bombs I do are frost bombs.
Sounds chilly.
Can't you? You
mean,
can change that. At
Skeletons typically do.
the start of a day, can't you?
If I had
Resist
something
cold.
other than frost bombs.
Oh, fair.
Skeletons are one of the main forces of the Gravelands, and they are resistant to cold.
What else are they resistant to?
A ton of
Don't say bludgeoning. Don't say bludgeoning. Don't say bludgeoning.
No, bludgeoning is the good thing for them.
Good. Great. That's all I can do.
You want to bludgeon the skeletons.
And my tail.
Skeletons, cold, electricity, piercing and slashing, and fire are not great against skeletons.
Fire is not great?
Nope.
Has no flesh to burn.
Well, guess I'll be punching him with my dagger.
That's what phase bolt is.
Because that's the only weapon you see on this guy he's even carrying. Is he's got his clan dagger stuck in his belt.
Always go grab a club.
No, clan dagger works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, because the hilt.
It's it's brass knuckles.
Or the brass
brass
knuckles. That's what it
knuckles.
was. Yeah.
Right.
I knew it was something like with the handle or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also go weapon improviser and just beat people with the tankard.
You just grab the rib bone.
Just rip a femur off of one and start beating the others with it.
The inventor that can basically turn an object, like any object, into a weapon.
The weapon one can like alter their weapons and all that.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of like an adamantine spear stein.
Yeah.
So, we get these people back. We survive. We fight. Sounds good. Which direction do we go?
That way.
Alright. And he marches off.
Don't forget the supplies.
Oddly, oh yeah.
Yes.
Are we getting a wagon and animals with that?
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah,
gives you
'cause
some
we gotta get a
saddle
whole-
bags, and there's 10 boxes within the saddle bag. So there'd be each of you would have two, and there'd be a separate horse that carries the last two.
Okay.
Horses are too tall.
Yeah, never been fond of horses myself.
It's okay. I lift you up and put you on the horse.
Really don't like horses.
Thank you.
It's okay, and I lift you up and put you on top of Patches.
Yeah, I think I'm slightly smaller than Patches.
Might be.
Well, I'm smaller than 4 feet.
Yeah. I still have a tail too, so.
She says, and take these, and she hands you 3 vials of holy water and 3 bottled sunlight.
Ah,
Cool.
nice.
Is it wrong to just give all that to? Because I know in character, or I don't know in character what all alchemist does, but out of character, I'm like, splash. It's all you.
Stick it on the alchemist. He's actually proficient with all of it.
And then she also gives you the keystone to place in Steadfast. And you know it's a large chiseled stone with a glowing blue spiral engraved on one side.
Oh. That would be a religion check, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because you say that, and I'm like, I know who that is. Let's see if Kalis does. Probably. That's a 22.
Yeah, she definitely knows
He
what
definitely
that is.
knows. Ah, the Lady of Graves. I imagine she'd want something to do with this.
Yeah. It should provide protection to those that die within Steadfast so that they do not return undead.
Oh, is there a active aura that if you die in the lands, you just?
So in that area, it seems that those that die without the protection.
That's terrible.
Yeah, the Whispering Tyrant holds sway.
Wow.
Tarbafon.
I assume these are lesser bottled sunlights.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Oh, and one last thing. I contacted Elise Durant, leader of the Radiant Oath faction, with Claudette's report, as she had been a member of that faction, and I received 2 missives back. They're further orders. Requests, really. Do what you can for the people of Steadfast, but whatever you do, come back to us alive. And she hands you 2 letters.
I plan on coming back alive. I wouldn't do this to come back undead.
All right. First one. Horizon Hunter orders. Friends, we've heard some of Dralston's party has returned. Yeah, her. This is the best news despite their tragic losses. From what Venture Captain Evney told us, Claudette only has a portion of the maps and logs they were tasked with compiling to find the hidden paths and survivors within the Gravelands. If it's at all possible, recover as much of their records and other maps of the area as you can find.
Maps.
If we can reconstruct their routes through the hidden paths in the Gravelands, we can use them to rescue other forlorn communities they came across and chart our way through the lands of the dead. This is a dangerous task, to be sure, but that information is invaluable to the safety of not only your fellow Pathfinders, but the struggling people left behind in the wake of Last Wall's fall. Calistro Bannery. I like her. Radiant Oath Orders. Pathfinders. The crusade fell and darkness took the land. This we all know. We also know vigil sent knights into the countryside to help those that couldn't help themselves. From Pathfinder Dralston's report, we know one of the vigil's knights defending steadfast in her place, waiting for the relief you will bring. He has orders to investigate and possibly attack a nearby watchtower guarded by knights that have fallen into undeath. As much as it pains me to give this strategy pause, Sir Cray must stand down. But as a knight, I can tell you, it will be difficult to convince him to do so without some proof of the dangers at the watchtower. If you find this vile structure, take note of the shields of the knights patrolling it, count their numbers, gauge their defenses, and bring this information to Sir Cray and Steadfast. He must not engage them at this time without greater support. Such a mission can only end in death. The same goes for you. If Sir Craig could return with you to Caliphas and do his duty to protect Steadfast refugees, perhaps Valias could help him to see better ways to defeat the dark forces as she has for me.
And before you head out, does anyone want to recall knowledge about the Gravelands? It would be society lore or society check. If you do, just let me know what your bonus is.
6 society.
I have a +4 society.
I got a +4 too.
So it would be
But I'm not trained in it.
Pathfinder Society lore or Society check.
Yes.
So, all right, so 4.
4. And was everybody using society, or was anyone using society lore?
What is your
Lore.
Lore,
society?
okay. Their DCs are just slightly different, so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And I don't think any of these characters have escaping the grave, right? Okay. So, Kalis doesn't know anything. Everybody else, you know that Pathfinder Scouts under reports of groups of knights sent from Vigil in the last days before the fall of Lastwall to fortify smaller abandoned outposts throughout the countryside, but most never return. One such outpost is a watchtower nearby made of dark obsidian and towering over the forest that surrounds it. Pathfinder reports are clear that it is inhabited by powerful grave knights who should be avoided at all costs. Pathfinders are instructed to be wary if they hear the hoofbeats of a cohort of knights patrolling the area, because of the danger the tower's knights present. Oh wait, Anthony, you said you had a +4 or +5?
+4 for
+4, okay.
Pathfinder Society lore.
Okay, yep. And Patches also knows that a couple years ago, Evney sent a team to find the remains of several lost Pathfinders to the vicinity of a town once known as Golden Flame. Several teams of Pathfinders were sent to find out other holdouts in the dangerous lands, and their exploits and maps are well documented and are required reading for any Pathfinder working in the vicinity of the dreaded Gravelands.
Okay.
Nice.
Also, I looked up Bottled Sunlight and Holy Water. The only thing we should note for if we're interested in using the Bottled Sunlight is it takes an action to activate it. You basically shake it to get the sunlight going, and then you can throw it for damage.
It's like you have to crack the tubes
Yep.
before you can throw the tubes. All right.
Yeah. The Holy Water just is one action to throw.
Okay.
Just.
It is considered a bomb, so you do have to have proficiency in
Yeah.
Marshall.
martial, yeah.
Yeah.
Or bombs.
Or bombs. Yep.
Which I will have in a couple months, but right now I do not.
But I do.
Yeah, of course you do.
And I do.
And
wizard does
the
not.
rat would have to take 2 feats to get it.
Yeah.
But sadly, I don't get to have my rage damage to bombs.
No.
So sad. Oh well.
And don't forget to grab your consumables from your school
Mhm.
if you haven't yet.
And that is
Will do.
1 bottle of minor healing, right?
Well, that's a default, yeah. A minor healing potion
Right.
for
What would
level
be
1 to 2.
generalist?
The potions.
General
Yeah.
can
They,
get.
they get mostly healing potions.
But I think they get one free
You
bomb.
can get holy water, lesser anti-plague or antidote, or lesser bomb.
I might grab the extra holy water.
It's always nice to have in your back pocket.
And Alpha 8 is a field commission, so he doesn't get nothing.
Oh, it gets daytimes?
Yep.
I still don't know how that works in Pathfinder Society. I was like,
I also use it to earn a little bit of extra coin.
Yeah.
But you can use the downtime to retrain feats and other class stuff. And for those who enjoy crafting, you can use the downtime to craft.
Oh,
Oh, that's
actually,
right.
I might take that.
That's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, you don't get
Field
anything
commission
bonus, but
because
you get
You get
It
extra
would-
days.
50% extra days.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
could just craft bombs with that.
Do you get to keep the bombs when you do the society?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you craft them.
Yep.
Because you're spending your money to
I'm
build
spending
them.
my money to craft bombs, so they're actual alchemist bombs.
Just curious.
And then you can spend the extra time to make them cheaper if you want.
Yeah.
So,
It's double down
So I
time
don't have
make
to
them
use my
50%
infusions
off,
for
yeah.
bombs.
Well, yeah. And now you know all the ones, the level 0 ones in the core rulebook.
mhm.
I mean, there are no level 0 ones.
Oh, that's right. They're introduced with APG, aren't they?
Are they all level 1 bombs?
They're all level 1.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's basic equipment, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's... And I didn't take it because I'm like, there's no alchemists on this list. So, everything alchemy is level 1. But yes, I do have alchemical crafting.
And I will definitely cast Mage Armor on myself before you head out.
All right.
I get the feeling this is going to be a multi-day mission.
That's okay. I can cast every day.
I know.
Out of curiosity, Mike, do you know off the top of your head if they've sent anything but 1 to 4s, level 1 to 4 Pathfinders into the Gravelands?
I'm not sure. I haven't really checked up a lot of on the higher up one or the middle and the higher ones lately because we've been focused on level 1 characters.
Yeah.
I was just
But yeah,
curious. I'm just like, oh yeah, well, mission to the Gravelands. Where's the newbies that we won't miss? You guys, you'd go.
We need to test these new recruits. Send them into the Gravelands.
Really test them.
Yeah. They're not kidding. It's... Let's really test these guys. Go to the Graveland. What?
I think our first fight in 103 nearly killed us. Because we were like, the heck is this? It won't die again.
So, what do I have to do specifically to roll deception for initiative? Like, is there anything I have to specifically be doing?
It's
Like in social stuff, you'd be basically like lying or like trying to deceive like the people you're talking to. So like in some circumstances, like if it was like a social encounter prior to the combat, I would allow that. But also, like, in some social things, yeah, you could be, like, trying to lie your way through some guards, but maybe someone else flubbed it. And so then when combat rolls, there'd be either perception to notice the guards didn't buy it, or you're continuing your deception to
Or,
do that.
you flubbed it, and now it's roll deception for combat. So, but usually a lot of the different skill stuff it's up to GM beyond deception, unless you have an ability that says otherwise. But usually it's related to what's going on.
Right.
Kind of like in Star Wars.
Okay,
when
ruffians don't get a whole lot of ways to do normal sneak attack stuff, but rolling for surprise attack, if I roll stealth or deception, which obviously my stealth isn't great because I'm a strength-based rogue, but deception's slightly better. Right now it matches my perception. It's like, I didn't know if there was like something else I could do on top.
Yeah, if you start out talking and you're trying to deceive them.
Okay. I'll have to
And
look
it
in the skill feats and
ultimately
see if
fails, you
there's-
can say, "Can I roll deception?"
Yeah. Well, I don't see a lot of undead being receptive to deception initiative. So
Well, I mean, if we mess up and are about to get killed by patrolling grave knights, and you're like, "Ugh, zombie sounds," and they're like, "Oh, it's just more undead," and go on.
you just shot on the dead.
Before we
Or Bill
die, you
Murray.
get to roll deception.
Zombies leave other zombies alone.
noted.
So about 15 minutes once you leave the city, you find the old stone bridge. It crosses one of the narrowest points of the Path River, leaving the dubious safety of Usalov from the wilds of the Gravelands. The well-worn path leading to the bridge hasn't been kept up for many years, but the barrenness of the riverbanks and sparse foliage keep it easy to follow. And a light mist draws itself upon the river below, setting the far shore in a slight haze.
All right. And remind me real quick, you said that we have to map, or we're looking for maps
We're
if we're in
looking
the
for
hunters. Okay, so
Yeah.
there are maps somewhere we have to keep our eye out. Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
I'm just wondering whose bright idea it was to start us off in the middle of the night.
Because surely the undead are inert during the night, right?
Yeah.
What's so bad?
Not at more active.
My 0 in religion tells me that is in fact true.
Yeah, my 5 in religion says, nah, undead really don't care. They're just always active unless daylight hurts them.
What's so bad about night? I can see just fine.
I agree. It's also cooler at night.
Here's the thing. Undead don't have a time of day.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
And the more dangerous ones are active at night.
Because they want to test us more.
So
Like I
as-
said, I'm starting to have doubts about the wisdom of the people running this place.
It's like any other businesses. You just got to roll with it.
As you start to move across the bridge, 3 male humans kind of step out of the woods.
Really? Ruffians? This so close to the city? As I roll deception. No.
You do realize that there is a tax across the bridge here.
Oh, we are exempt from taxes.
It is only a measly gold to cross per person.
We are exempt from taxes.
I believe you're the young ones that helped Claudette get back alive, are you not?
Oh, the person that just returned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yes, we
wished
did
to
find-
thank you.
She really wanted
Oh.
to thank you.
Go ahead and give me diplomacy checks as well.
Does anyone have diplomacy?
I got
That's
him at 20.
Okay.
Again,
Thank you.
we're exempt from taxes.
Let's see. If I can use it to make an impression,
Yes,
it'll be a 21.
It
Nice.
is too. Yep.
What is your diplomacy?
+5. No, +6. So 26
Wow.
total.
26.
Yeah.
With a nat 20. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
so
she
you're
really,
Pathfinders as well as her?
We are.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, we can let you through, and then they part away. And
Why don't you, young gentlemen, join the society? We can always use good glad hands. And you seem like the discerning sort, as I use, like, although I don't have thieves' cant, but I use, like, thieves' cant of, I'm disguising the intention behind the words that I'm using. It's like, we can always use more hands. And it pays. I mean, not well, but it pays.
well, we have been kind of thinking about. I mean,
I'm sure
The-
Claudette would write the...
there's
Letter of
not as many
introduction.
people trying to venture out as much.
That's a really,
Really, it's
poor
only-
location.
Most of the Pathfinders are the only ones that really are brave enough to go into the Gravelands.
Brave,
Can't imagine
stupidity.
why.
What the hell?
Well, I don't know if this will help too much, but we do have this, and they give you a kind of a rough map on a piece of parchment of the nearby area.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Nice. Thank you. This may help save more lives.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I hand them a pouch full of small nails and say, "Here are your tacks."
CKS.
They got not all there, is he?
He's an odd one, but unfortunately I've just met him. Says he's a gladiator.
Maybe one too many blows to the head.
Possibly. Probably.
It was just funny that he asked about rolling for the 7 for initiative. Like, this one came to it. This would have been the one perfect time. But
If you ever find yourselves in the 5 Kingdoms, look for the whiskey tub.
whiskey tub.
Tell him Kayla sent you.
And what is the whiskey tub?
It's a tavern.
Okay.
One of the best taverns in the 5 Kingdoms.
Don't
In
forget the duck.
In the duck. Well, that would be Dwarvish Brew. Yeah, that I bet it is. Maybe we could join the society and get some coin to go down.
Yeah. It's
So
also a
you
little
said
safer. Not so close to the undead.
the-
I mean,
You guys are going that way.
I'm like,
We
you're
never
like,
said we were smart.
Their first scenario is this one.
I'm like,
I gotta go home. That's why I left.
I'm like, Tony, roll deception on the it's safer.
I roll a 1.
If you run into a woman named Sheila, run. Run really fast.
Find out where her husband is. He hides really well from her.
I can never remember his name.
You're right, I can't. But he's always like, he's near
Like
Belkson.
Something Mar? Like Hogmar? No.
I'm sure you pull up the wiki, you can
Oh, I'm
find
sure.
it, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
I can picture him. I know
Yeah.
his picture, I just can't
Yeah.
think of his...
Slightly older, little haggard looking.
Yeah, and he's like, aren't you married to Sheila? Why do you think I'm in Belkson?
He's like,
Oh, good point.
the demons are safer.
The orcs are
Orcs.
safer.
Oh, yeah, Belkson. You're right.
Oh, the orcs are safer than my wife. You see what she sends people on. Oh, it'll be easy to do this. They come walking back. I thought you said it'd be easy.
She's like, for me? Oh, shit.
I feel no pain.
False confidence.
Track down land sharks, deal with my wife.
Land
We'll deal with the land shark.
I know that feeling.
Oh, that,
Yeah, that is her husband.
Yeah,
that
also,
reminds
who's
me.
driving her?
So in Starfinder, with the new ports of call, there's Galarian World. One of the new pets is a pot-bellied land shark.
That's amazing. You get a fat bullet,
It's like small, I think.
so you get a micro pig bullet.
Yeah.
It's just even fatter. I love it.
They're like, pretty sure this is what they look like based on the rumors of what little we know about Galarian.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah, kind of, sort of, mostly, except they were like 12 feet tall and ate you.
Well, they're just babies. Wait for them to grow up.
We're going to breed this one with a rust monster. That
I
won't
still
turn out
remember
badly at
everybody's
all.
face when he's like, "You gotta bring it in alive." Wait, what?
Want you to go hunt a land shark. Yeah, okay, that doesn't... Bring it in alive. What?
You want us to go 20 miles that way, pick it up, and bring it back 20 miles this way? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that was a great scenario. Oh, mind the environment. What's wrong with the environment? Fire at rain. What?
I don't know if you ever got a chance to play that
No.
scenario.
It sounds amazing, though.
Sounds funny.
It's a 3. Because
Yeah.
there's 3. That's like part 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're high level. But yeah, I can't remember what the name of it is. But you're basically going to a dwarven sky sigil in Belkzen.
Damn.
Part 1 is convincing the orcs to let you go in.
Jesus, good luck.
And so they're like, yeah, our bullet for the arena just died. Go find us a new one. What? Yeah, we need a new bullet for the arena.
God.
We can be such good friends if you do this for us.
Don't worry, the fiery cinder rain is only sometimes possible.
Was it The Price of Friendship? Was that what it was called? Or was that no? Because the series was something else. But I think that was the.
That was the
so-
first one, the price of
First
friendship.
edition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Like
tier?
season 2 or 3,
Oh, it was like
Like 10
5
or
to
season
8.
4. I think it was season 4.
Uh-huh.
I
that
never
one.
played that one.
I didn't either.
It was like 5 to 8.
It was a 5 to 9.
higher.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
higher.
I think I only had two characters that were that. No, 3 that were that high.
But oh, it was
Yeah.
so fun.
That sounds amazing.
I just imagine the orcs at the end going in orcish, whispering to each other, I can't believe they actually did it. We just made that up.
Okay,
You guys are great. What else can we get them to do?
I need his leg.
I'm just remember Dave's character in Swiper, the owlbear.
Oh yeah, his
Just
hunter and
imagine them
sniper.
going there like the owlbear's like, I'm gonna one-on-one. It's like the do 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 do.
I don't think he never played that one that I know of.
No, he didn't. I'm just imagining.
No,
Yeah.
because I was with Swipe forever.
Mhm.
It's such a fun character. All right, let's actually get into this narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're only an hour late.
I mean, we've started.
We started, yeah.
We're 15 minutes outside of the city, and we
But
still
we've
don't
already
know.
gotten through our first encounter.
That's right. That's right. But I was like, we still don't know who's driving.
Yeah, we don't know.
The rat, not you, the rat. The rat is driving.
The rat.
It's just Tiny sitting there with the rain, like, I don't know whose idea this was. This was really bad.
Of course, I'd rather be on top of the horse than under the horse.
Oh, gee, oh, yeah. Well,
I mean, I don't have nature, so.
but
not
you have to
wise
use
for-
nature to drive.
Nature is to command
Command
animals.
animals.
Oh, okay.
I got a +4 in nature.
I have a +4 as well. Why do I have nature trained?
I don't know.
So probably you are.
All
on
right,
the
so
horse.
you do need to pick one person to be the head scout to do the tracking. So it'd either be survival or scouting lore.
My survival is also a +4.
I got
my
3.
survival is 5.
Well, I guess you're our scout.
Or I guess it would be tracking, because the scout's actually a different activity. So someone's tracking. Who wants to be the tracker?
I could be the tracker. Survival of 5.
Mhm.
Maybe I should have brought my.
If
ranger.
you brought your ranger, you can hunt edge while you're tracking.
Well, my ranger
Hunt prey, I
has a thing for scouting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I just learned that. I knew I read it. I knew I knew it, but apparently, if you do tracking as your exploration mode, you can hunt prey automatically.
Well,
Yeah.
he has scout as a.
And if you want to hear the
Archetype.
funny thing about your ranger in last vaults, I was botting him.
Yeah.
They ran into a will-o-wisp that immediately went invisible, but we're like, and I'm looking over everything. I'm like, no, technically he can hunt prey it because he can hear it.
Yeah.
So you hunt preyed it, you crit it while it was invisible, so now it's bleeding, knocked it under its morale for running away, so it tried to run away. You stabbed it again before it got away, leaving it with one hit point.
Disrupt prey.
And so it literally got to the end of its movement and died from the bleeding.
Wow. I do cool shit when I'm not paying attention.
Apparently.
What kind of exploration activities is Neo-Human going to do?
Searching.
Searching.
Yeah, I guess
Patches.
I'm driving.
Patches would be. Are you driving or am I driving?
Well, what's the other options? Because I might not be suited.
So
to do-
there's like avoid notice. You're stealthing.
Nope.
I
mean, I'm okay with that. But...
Scouting would give us a +1 to initiative.
Yeah.
But if I'm
Turn on
tracking,
some of the
I'm
other
Raise a
probably scouting.
shield, sustain a spell, usually like detect
You can
magic.
defend, which is you're keeping your shield up while you're walking.
I forgot to get
Uh,
detect magic.
Investigate. You can use recall knowledge to
important in this
discover
edition.
clues. Repeat a spell. Search.
I'll have to change it when next scenario.
What was that?
So that
I forgot to get detect magic.
Oh,
You forgot to get it?
Yeah, I just didn't.
It's
you didn't put. it on your-
honestly not as good in 2E because you're just like, I sense magic around me, and that's it until
Yeah.
like
Yeah, you got to use more
Like,
actions or better.
9th level.
mhm.
Yeah.
No, 8th or 9th level, and then it can finally go. Oh, there's
That's
magic in
application.
that spot.
Yeah.
Also, you could take arcane sense. To just
Did you take
get
Read
for
Aura?
free.
Yeah.
Because Read Aura is you like. I'm pretty sure this is probably magic, and you'll study it, and then you'll determine whatever it is. Then you can get
Recall,
better
Yeah.
information when you identify it.
Yeah.
I'll get it next time. It's one of the things.
Well,
that-
you can spend the gold to buy them.
Yeah.
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 Well, and like at second level, you can grab expanded cantrips and get 2 more cantrips.
I did that. That's set up.
Oh yeah, you are level. Oh no, you're level 1.
I'm
Yeah.
a level 1 right now.
Yeah.
I just got something
That's
weird. I got like
fine,
sigil
yeah.
or something like that.
I'm just saying, you can spend the money to copy them into your spell book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then you
that's
just
true.
have to remember to
Yeah, with
memorize.
the detect magic, it just tells you there's X amount of new magic auras in your bubble that you use. I think it's
Yeah.
15 or 20 feet or 10 feet.
Yeah. If you want to drive, since you have survival but you don't have stealth, or you do have stealth,
I have my stealth is +6.
well, that's better than mine. So how about I drive and you avoid notice?
Okay. I'll,
What's your rat doing? Does it have independent? Oh, okay.
They can look around.
you can look around. It has the snoop, but that only gives me +1 on diplomacy.
What's that?
Snoop gives me +1 on diplomacy for my rat.
Oh. I didn't build your rat.
Well, it only has 2 things, and one I took talking and snoop because I thought it'd be funny that the rat talks.
Mm-hmm.
I like talking and independent. That's what Swamp's Leshy has. Because it basically gives it 1 action every round that you don't have to tell it to do anything. Which effectively, maybe the help action or something like that. It just can't manipulate, which is whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, so And
All right, so go ahead and give me your survival check.
Don't get us lost.
I'll get us lost. It'll be fun.
Nice.
So that is a 17.
All right. So you are able to find her tracks, and as you're moving through, you find yourselves into that eerie mist, and the fog seemed to grow. The mist seemed to grow thicker with every step you take into the gravelands, and an eerie silence draws around every living thing like a blanket, pierced only by the sounds of the footsteps along the trail, and the distant howls of unfamiliar creatures, and periodic hoofbeats off in the distant road.
Good. I love Dracula.
Well, I think at this point I probably pull out my clan dagger and it's just in my hand from
Yeah.
unless I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I figured most of you have
My
probably
tail.
got your weapons
I just
ready.
cannot play a character with a natural weapon anymore. I just love it so much. But also, I get to climb with my tail later. Actually, I do it now. But the map that we got from the boys, does that proffer any?
And that's kind
benefits?
of giving you a little bit better
Okay.
to finding
Like
where she was
lowering our DC
at and
and
all
stuff.
that
All right, cool,
in
cool,
this little off the beaten path.
Perfect. And this is not an example of a map that the Horizons wanted.
No, this is an example of it.
Part of it, yeah. You
Okay,
think
perfect.
you
Yeah,
know
no.
you got. I mean, it's kind of a crude one, but you imagine there's probably some others out there that
Excellent.
are probably better.
Just making sure I'm staying on topic. Everything that we want. Sorry. All right. Do I need to make a check to drive?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the horses do kind of seem kind of
Skittish.
skittish, but pretty much everybody is.
Yeah. I can intimidate them to.
All
I'd
right.
rather you not.
So I know, Mike. We're doing this at night.
No, they would let you go in the
Okay.
morning. So
Just
you
making
leave early in the morning.
Secondly, I thought we were doing it at night.
No.
I don't care.
I don't
Good.
care either. I
Yeah,
got,
good.
I got,
Whatever.
I got dark vision.
I'm used to. I was surprised to find I only had low light vision, so I was
Oh.
like, well, I have to turn on my lights. to
But
see.
the fog does make it more of a dim light while you're walking through this area.
Okay.
It is a little bit thinner in this portion that you at than at the very beginning. It was a little rough, and it started to thin out a little bit as you were able to get more on her trail.
Okay.
But they did tell us to remain vigilant while we were on the trail because
Mm-hmm.
it's often patrolled by
Yeah,
not last fall nights. What were they? Are they last fall nights? I
Yeah.
don't remember what
They were
Yes.
grave
Okay.
nights.
they're
Thank you.
currently grave knights. They were formerly knights of the last wall that have that have
That have
perished.
fallen.
Okay.
So to guide yourself through the fog, one person needs to be the primary, and then other people can aid. The DC of the aid is lowered. It is a 15 rather than a 20. And you can either do Arcana, Occultism, or Religion for a lower check, or a little bit higher check is Nature.
My Arcana is +7. Did you want me to roll? Do you
Or,
want to
or
roll?
one person needs to be the
probably
primary.
you're going to be the primary. It's either you or the Kyrian.
I don't have any of those. So.
Yeah, I can attempt to aid with nature, but if I screw up, it hurts, right?
Only if you crit. Fail.
If you
Crit fail.
critical fails, so if you get 5.
Yeah, if your total
Oh,
is
oh.
5 or less.
So I have a +4. So, well, you said the nature one was higher.
Yeah, nature. Well, but the A check is a flat 15.
Oh,
For
okay.
any
the
of them.
DC
but
matters,
the primary DC for nature is slightly higher.
Yeah,
but if you're
we're
doing
we're doing
Arcana,
Arcana.
yeah.
Okay. So I can, as long because I have a floor, so I just can't roll a 1.
Right.
Do you want me to roll, or are you rolling there?
Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 20 total, so I definitely assisted.
Well, that's good because I only got an 11 total.
So,
I rolled
Over
a
the
4.
4. Ouch.
anybody else aiding?
Hold on.
Do you want to?
What were the other checks?
I think
Arcana,
or
occultism,
religion.
religion, or nature.
I'm going to spend my
Hero point.
hero point.
We have 3.
And your
I
fire.
can try with religion.
Okay, that's a 25.
All right.
Plus my aid. Is that a 1?
So 26.
26, yep.
Nice. You want an 8?
I'll try.
Yeah, 27 is better than nothing.
Success.
Oh, nice.
28.
27.
27.
27.
So it takes you a few hours to navigate through this fog, but you find an old mud flow where a caravan was wrecked in the river.
Oh,
Okay.
Buffalo?
Mud flow.
Mud flow.
Mud flow.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay. I heard buffalo and I was like, there's just an old, wise and white buffalo, like, that way. Like, wow, this place is terrifying.
So yeah, you see this wreckage of a carriage is mired in a shallow mud basin of a meandered of the river. I can't even talk today. Path River, and seemingly driven off by the road by a mudslide. The carriage train once bordered on opulent with its colorful paint, decorative filigree, and plush cabins, but it shows little of its former elegance. None of the occupants and team of horses that once pulled the caravan trace. Of the occupants and the team of horses that once pulled the caravan, no trace remains.
Okay. So they're walking somewhere. Potentially.
Well, how long has this thing has fallen, the glass wall? Has it been a year or 2 years, 3 years?
Oh, since the rise of the Whispering Tyrant? It's been a while.
So it's
Almost
been
6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
It's-
basically,
Because this is...
basically second edition starts with last wall blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I just I couldn't remember how
Yeah. So.
year wise.
Mm,
So effectively, there's a stagecoach buried in mud, and we get to interact with it.
Well,
If we
this
want to.
is where she said she lost her friend Featherfall.
Right.
It sounds like it.
And did she want us to put them to rest? Oh, fair enough.
I suppose it depends on the condition we find them
Yeah.
They're alive, dead.
in. We have put your friend to rest.
Hey,
So far, everything you've heard, anything that dies in the Gravelands.
Comes back.
comes back. Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys are coming in.
Yeah, you can reverse bend them. There you go.
And so the stagecoach is like right here
Okay.
as you guys are coming this way.
So we're coming from the south, east, that way, this way.
Yeah, you're going that way. Yeah.
Okay.
And as you get there, it is initiative time.
What? I don't get to deceive my way into combat. That's all right.
Was anyone scouting? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of us was. It was
I think
either
it
I
was
was
me.
driving or yeah.
I think I was
Yeah.
scouting because I'm also.
Yeah,
That's
'cause,
correct. You had the +5. Yeah.
So we get plus.
Well, I'm tracking and scouting.
Yeah.
Even though I'm like the slowest member of the group.
Brian, you want to keep track of initiative?
Yeah.
You got-
It's over here, underneath.
Oh no, I was just.
Oh, you got your
He uses.
I use paper.
I don't know.
Because I'm a step
Mike, can I get a water out of the fridge, please?
Casey, can I have a couple of your chips?
You certainly can.
What flavor are they?
Barbecue. They've got a tiny, tiny bit of a kick.
I knew they did. I smelled it, and I want that tang on my tongue.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
very good flavor.
I like the chaos chips off out of Maverick. I haven't seen them in a while.
Alright. Mo?
No, I've been having a pulled pork. Oh, sorry.
Pulled pork is his
So
initiative.
perception +1, right?
Yeah.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And Patches?
14.
And Kalis?
16.
Ooh, those are good.
Got any enemies? Mike?
They're not like a kick in the face
I
like
need
other Dorito
Z.
chips.
No, they have a nice, tiny little bite back.
At, let's see, where is it? At 17.
Yep.
And F at 17 as well.
So, Brian, weird question. You're a spirit barbarian. Did you opt to take religion as a skill?
No.
Doesn't that sound counterintuitive to
Trying to
you?
remember.
No.
Did it ever say?
It says lost her friend.
Yeah.
Never says anything beyond lost. Doesn't say they were killed. Doesn't say they fell behind. It says lost.
No one asked who Featherfall was.
No.
I didn't hear it. My bad.
Let me guess. Featherfall is an owlbear.
Yes.
Oh, God
Was an owlbear.
Because as soon as I saw the large, I'm like,
So you see a owlbear that's kind of shambling towards you, along with a human shambling over.
That's always fun.
I'm not sure which, but one of them gets to go first.
they're
There's
on
a
the same.
gentlemanly agreement about which one goes
Which one gets to come forward and maul us?
My dear Jones, is that brains I smell? Why, yes. You may go first.
So I don't, to be fair, I don't think I was doing a exploration, so I probably would have raised my shield. I don't think it'll matter after round one.
Alright.
Might not matter at all.
So
Depends on what you get.
Featherfall shambles up, and then let's see here.
He eats the delicious looking goblin.
There's a goblin and a
Android.
dwarf.
And an android. All within reach.
Oh, there is the android right there. Let's see here.
I'm by two of them.
So it's the middle, so the dwarf.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
So it hits you for 9 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
Ow.
And then the human moves over next to the android and tries to punch him. Holy crap. So, rolled a 10 to hit you, so it was a 21. And I just rolled a nat 20 against the android.
Yeah, thanks. It's not
So
like
apparently-
I spent money on this mic.
Apparently the undead doesn't like the android. So it punches the android for 14 bludgeoning.
Damn.
There goes 2/3 of my hit points.
And that's it for them.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a barbarian.
I was about to say, that dropped me.
Alright,
The rat's
I
like,
mean, I took almost half.
the rat's just like, oh.
Kalos.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a step back. Because it's like, ow. I'm gonna pull a holy water. So that's action 2. And I'm gonna throw it at the bear.
Okay.
And this is where he actually falls apart.
So you're gonna aim for that corner just in case you
Yeah.
can splash the zombie. Love it.
Well, it splashes around the entire bear.
It
Yeah.
hits every
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be
I thought it was square based, not
Nope.
Yeah.
target based.
They
Oh,
got
target
away
based.
from squares and 2E.
I'm not mad at that,
Nope.
except for
most
like
of
if
us
you're doing fire flask and you're effing your friends up.
Nope. That's an 11.
nope. That'll miss.
I am not dex based.
Oh,
Holy damage does it do splash?
Yeah, it does one. The holy does 1 splash damage. Good.
And it is good damage?
Good.
Okay. That does matter. But it does hit both of those for good damage.
Well, one is nothing. Or no, is it like weakness good? 'Cause that applies, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I have to double check.
That's good.
Because, yeah.
So even though you failed miserably, you didn't quite fail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
it
do both
literally
kind of
splattered
sizzle.
right there.
They both
Hit both of them, and they're both going, ah!
I love it.
It burns! It burns!
Good to know.
I
I think that's 3, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yep,
3.
All right. Patches.
I will cast Phase Bolt. And this is a range attack spell.
Who are you attacking?
I'm
The
going to
zombie or
attack
the
the bear.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like that's probably the most dangerous out of the two.
You get hit
I
by
mean,
the zombie.
by size alone,
Size
that
alone.
bears out.
That will be a 13. And it's plus my spell attack.
Yep.
Yes.
7 if you maxed it out.
Yeah, it's 7. So it'll be 20 to hit.
That will be a normal hit.
Nice.
So it's 1d4 plus 4. That's not in my thing. Still 2, so 6 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
It is... verbal, somatic, one creature point of finger, energy. That phase reaches the target range. I think it's just force.
What was the spell again?
Phase bolt.
PHASE.
It's
Type.
magical energy that stuffers out and reaches out.
Sounds like it's just untyped magic.
Untyped
be.
magic.
It does piercing.
Oh, okay. Is there...
1d4 piercing plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah. Okay.
So, not as effective?
It does hit it, but
Oh, skeletons are the ones that don't.
yeah.
Okay.
But these are
okay.
zombies.
And that's
It's not
two
more
actions,
effective, is the
and
thing.
my third
Yeah, it's not
action,
more effective. Yeah.
I will
Okay.
go back 3 spaces.
Alright. Mo.
Ooh, okay. Well.
If you shove the bear out of the way, we can flank with the zombie.
I could shove it. I do have Titan Wrestler.
Oh, good. Yep.
But also, I can just move around you. And then you can step into position. Because if I go here, you can go there. I mean, of course, it puts you right next to both of them. I don't know if you want that. Ideally.
He's within reach of both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to be in reach of both of them.
For flank, yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is you could delay, because I'd rather you be able to attack and get your sneak attack damage to maybe do more damage.
So wait for him to get into position, and you move and attack.
And flank.
Okay. So yeah, so delay just puts me behind you. Doesn't do
Yeah.
anything with my actions.
Right.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't have any problem going last.
Okay. So it's my
They're already going before us, so going before or after you doesn't hurt my feelings.
Let's see. That's kind of all the same. So step will rage.
Unmitigated fury.
Like I imagine it as going. My circuitry starts glowing, and I go undead target identified. So 13.
Who are you going against?
The bear, right? Oh no, it's up to you.
Yeah.
See, it makes me question because Mike's like, "Who are you going to?" 13 might hit. Depends. Like we're like, damn it.
Well, I also forgot, because now I'm like, maybe I should try and kill the zombie to get rid of something.
You do whatever. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter what you do because you're flanking no matter where I go. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go against the zombie.
Okay. So the 13 does hit it.
Okay, so that is 8 piercing, 3 positive.
nice.
And then you said 3 positive.
Yeah.
I believe that's how it's done.
All right. And it does seem to tear a little bit more out of the zombie than you were expecting.
Oh, good.
But it is still up.
Yeah, so those are my 3, so Mo.
All right. So I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm gonna get in flanking and hope it doesn't thwack me. Does it thwack me?
Nope.
He's not gonna stay.
Yeah. He's like, "Ooh."
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know where I'm.
There's a hill here.
I'm resistant to hills.
He just needs to make a form
Okay, I don't think
forming.
there's anything else I have to do. I'm flanking, so I can just attack. So 11 plus 8 is 19.
That hits.
Nice. So D6. Nice. So 10 plus 4, 14 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Because it's sneak attack.
Yes.
And that looked effective.
It seemed to go all through.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Would I have been told, or would I know if they are immune to like demoralized effects being undead? Because I can make is it a free check to recall knowledge? I don't
Because
have any
they
ranks
they
in
are
religion.
mind. You would know that they are mindless.
Okay, so that doesn't do any good.
Okay.
Ah, then I'll just attack it again. So -5. That's not gonna hit. That's a 12.
That will miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the
Well, that
top.
sucks. I'm your next build. Oops.
Alright, so, I don't know which one you had first.
It was the bear.
The bear went first. Yeah.
Bear first.
Da bear.
That-
Honestly, they can do what they want because they go before all of us. So
Yeah.
it's up to Mike. The bear. Oh,
Does a 20 hit the goblin?
yes, because I didn't raise my shield.
So
Well,
it
no, I wouldn't matter.
So it goes and like just backhands you for.
I forgot I had a buckler. I could have just raised my shield.
14 bludgeoning,
Ouch!
and you're pushed back 5 feet.
Oh no! Yeah, that works. I'm diagonal over here. Yeah, that works.
Somewhere over here.
How much did I take? 14.
It's only
14.
5 feet.
Yeah.
It's only 5 feet though.
Yeah.
Like you've flown them 15.
If I was I was gonna make a level 1 character. I want to do an Iron Mountains monk. He wouldn't have moved. It's a dwarf. It's like, no. Reduce it by 5. That's 0.
14 does not hit you, right?
No.
Okay. So
I don't think 14 hits anybody.
the
even
zombie thrashes around at you, swings twice, and misses.
it's just flailing its hands on you.
It's always good to ask the barbarian, though, because rage lowers their AC.
Yeah.
Only by
So-
1 though.
2.
By
two?
1. By
Is it
1
one?
for me.
Yeah, it's only 1.
For
Yeah.
giant instinct,
It's 2.
Giant, yeah.
Because
it
it's
depends on the
it's
instinct.
rage is 1, and then unwieldy
Hold on.
or whatever makes
Well,
it 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I think for Fury it's also 2 because
well,
that's
Fury
what I
might yeah,
deal
but
with.
Fury gets a stupid. You get like +6 damage at level 1 or something. It's dumb. It's awesome.
No, Fury is the worst.
Oh no, you get a lot of extra damage. It
No,
is
I
pretty
get the
sucky, but I
least-
mean you get a lot of
least.
damage. Yeah.
I just don't.
But that's all you
have-
do.
I just don't have an anathema.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fury doesn't have an anathema.
And that's
Well-
it for them, so whoever's next.
So, Kalis. Technically, worst, if you ask online, is superstition, because
Oh yeah,
they're
very-
like in
it's
a
particular to
world
the
of
undead,
magic
yeah.
where
Yeah.
you
they
can't...
get a first level barbarian, extra first level barbarian feat for Fury,
Oh.
Yeah.
but they don't have an anathema.
But yeah, the superstitious, like, you have to make checks to even get, like, magic on
Well,
you.
Well,
you're,
it's against your
used to be they
anathema.
couldn't
Yeah.
you couldn't use healing magic on them and other stuff, but now you can suppress it with the check.
Well, with their anathema is willingly accepting the effects of
Yeah.
magic spells.
Under society play, though, that was deemed that's
Oh,
not
yeah,
appropriate.
yeah,
So
that's
now
right.
you can do so, and you don't break your anthema because
That's right.
that would be
Society
stupid if you
was
can't have
like,
help from your friends.
Yeah, no.
But yeah. Yeah, they were pretty. I remember I was gonna play Superstition one because there's an orc line that also adds Superstition basically, and I was like, that's just as written. It just you don't get benefits from friends, you can't get guidance, you can't get healing. Yeah, it sucks.
I mean, you could get healing from like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it
His
depends
is
on
alchemy.
Non-magical
It
healing.
depends on how I view alchemy, if it's magic or not. And the fact that
Okay,
in his
that's
perception,
that.
if you have to have alchemical crafting, that's higher than just normal crafting. It might be under their purview, but I understand what you're saying. That's why like godless healing is so good. Be a ward medic with godless healing, free healing for everybody. Not magic, not magic. God suck. But that's my medic. It's a human because I get so many first level feats, and then I get the cooperative stuff, and I don't never do any damage, but I can heal everybody and anybody. It's amazing. I don't not for society play. I want to play that in a campaign someday. Yeah, you're up. Does the holy water hurt us?
It
Nope.
doesn't. No.
Oh, well then do what you want to do. He's like frostbomb. Shit.
It depends. Are you evil?
Yeah, how are you evil?
Did you make a that would be funny. They're like, pay you 40 achievement points. Now you could be evil.
You're like the worst.
I
friend
mean,
of
I
the
might
day.
regret this, but screw it.
You're gonna learn whether or not Mo's really an Aspis agent. They're sizzling.
Like I almost
Can I roll deception?
wish there was like a society specific character option that was like, I need to gain
Double
an
agent.
infamy every scenario.
Oh yeah, like once you get to 10 infamy, you can be an Aspid agent, like you're a double agent. That would be amazing. And then your job, like you and whoever else is that same thing, your job is to fuck with the seasonal stuff. Dude, why not? Paizo, call us.
Please call us. 'cause
That's a great
some of the
idea.
crap you make is bad.
Oh man, because I would sign up for that all
Because
day.
we all know Janara's a double agent. It's not Janara anymore.
Well, it's like it's like you remember Hell's Rebels, and then immediately after you got to play Hell's Vengeance, you got to play the bad guys.
You didn't play the evil scenario, did you?
No,
So there was a couple of evil scenarios for Society Play in First Edition where you played Aspis agents.
I remember we played one where I pretended to be an Aspen. No, I was when we got go into the thingy.
lodge?
Yeah, and like poison the punch and do other shit. Yeah, I remember that.
So-
one scenario, yeah.
So there was two. There was the original one and there was a follow-up later.
Yeah.
But in the first one, we killed Janara. And I was playing a halfling, so we disguised her to be Janara through the rest of the scenario.
That's great.
All right, so I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
Does it attack me?
No.
All right.
Neither of them do. Yep, they're all...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew the owlbear didn't because
Yeah.
it didn't do it to me.
So I'm gonna basically punch that one with my dagger.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah,
He's like, I sure do.
he sure does. No, D4. D4. So 5 damage, 10 damage.
So the human one drops.
Nice. Anybody offhand know what the critical specialization for brawling is?
I think it's stunned one.
Yeah, I want to say that.
Because
Sounds
ruffians get that if I get a critical hit. I was like, at level 1? That's what it says.
right. Daggers give you a bleed D6 or D4.
Yeah, 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
So good. But I have a tail, so
Okay.
if I could put a dagger on my tail, that'd be
Um,
amazing.
Let's see.
You have one more
I
action?
have one more action.
It's slowed one. That's
Slowed one? Oh,
For
that's
brawl.
not
That's
bad.
awesome. Yeah.
That's one less
I'm
action.
gonna pull out a minor elixir of life.
Nice.
All right.
And feed it to the bear.
Oh,
It would work.
that's Final Fantasy, like when you give the Phoenix down to the
To
undead,
the Lich.
the Lich. Yeah, it takes 9999 damage.
Yeah. And automatically it's like a boss, and you throw it. It's like, Phoenix down. I take all the damage and die.
I mean, you got to use
It's
like 3,
literally-
but still, it's you know.
No, it's you lead one. Takes one to kill the Lich because it
I
has
thought it was multiple.
no. It has not enough life. I mean, it's a early boss.
Oh, I think I'm a different.
The Lich is the first
yeah,
boss.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but no, yeah, there's another.
Which
undead
Final
boss.
Fantasy is
I think
this?
one of the weapons
And
is
why
undead.
isn't it Final?
Yeah, why
got
is it final? There's so many. We're up to like 16 now.
Yeah.
Well, it was final
fantasy was
because
final ages
their
ago.
company was failing, and they were like, "Well, this is it." And then they're like, "Oh my gosh, it worked!"
Yeah, but the first game in Japan was also called Final Fantasy
Yeah.
1.
Well, I
It
know,
was
and that's
Final
why
Fantasy.
it was called
I
that.
think they called it Final Fantasy because they didn't intend to make any more.
That's fair.
Their
They were like-
company was failing. This was their last game, and they're like, "Well, it's the final one.
Fair enough.
Have fun." And then they were like, "They like it. They love it. Make more."
2 is still my favorite.
2
playing the
North
Titan-
America?
The Titan Summoner? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 2 North America. With the
It's
Titan
North
Summoner.
America.
Yeah.
Well,
the only one I really
there's a
played
summoner.
was 10.
Rydia is the summoner.
Yeah,
And I got
you
annoyed
can
with it.
summon like
Titan
Earth
is-
Elementals and Titans.
Yeah,
And
Titan
it's
is
That's
mainly
right.
because
It's the most dwarf I've ever been in a Final Fantasy game, and I love it.
because I had
To be
go
fair,
certain
Barrett
areas
is the
to
most
actually-
dwarf. He's a
Save the
short
game.
black guy with a gun on his hand. Like he's a dwarf.
He's not even short.
I know, but Cloud. Well, he's
He's taller than Cloud. He's bigger
but
than
Cloud is like canonically like 5'1". He's a tiny little dude, and Barrett's only like 4 inches taller than him in the game. But in the manga, he's like a fucking foot taller than him. You're like, oh, come on, be consistent. I want my short kings. The Sephiroth is like 7'4" because his blade alone is 6 feet long.
Who's
But yeah,
next?
anyways.
Oh, dear.
Is it
you.
Patches?
Patches.
Yep.
Okay, another phase bolt.
Is your rat like totally just hanging out like in your cloak, like don't hit me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Owlbear's like I smell that.
Phase bolt.
The owlbear does the annihilation.
25.
Jesus.
25 will crit it.
Nice.
And phase bolt, what that will do.
25 Chris the owlbear.
Mm-hmm. 1d4 plus 4 piercing times 2.
14 points of damage.
Nice.
All right. It's still kicking and screaming and clawing.
And biting. And
Cast
all the-
shield. So I'm at 7.
Mo can move over there. So I'm gonna move
Well, I just
There.
there. So I'll still be flanking.
you could have just waited for me to go.
Well, I know, but I figured
Well, now you
there's room
screwed me
for
over.
2.
Well, you can go next to.
You can go next to him, up above,
Yeah.
and we'll still flank.
Oh, okay.
It's easier to flank large.
Yeah.
We're on a weird hill, and my visual clarity isn't great. So,
Yeah, I got you.
all right.
All right, 23 against its
Well, we know
flat
25 's a
23
crit,
with
so-
the flat-footed does crit.
foot. Alright, so that's um, so 16 piercing and 6 positive.
Damn. So how does that work with weakness? Does it just add their number to your damage at the end?
At
Um,
the end.
At the end, yeah. So I add whatever the weakness value is to the damage.
So even if he only does 1 positive, it still adds the extra. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so nice.
That's why, like, with like the bombs, even if you miss it and get the splash damage on them, like if they have like fire
yeah.
weakness 5, you're doing 6 points of damage with a lesser
With a
alchemist.
splash,
Yeah.
That's so good.
Like I was trying to remember, and I was like, I think for zombies, usually they have a weakness to slashing. So if you do any amount of slashing,
Yeah.
you add like 5 more damage to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
undead usually have weakness. They don't have resistance.
Yeah, like bludgeoning against skeletons.
skeletons. Yeah.
Well, skeletons just have resistance to pretty much everything.
Everything.
And then, oh, you want to do
You
regular
bypass it with
damage?
bludgeoning.
You
Oh,
just do bludgeoning.
That's good to know. It amounts to much the same. It's
Yeah.
just mechanically
Back to
backwards.
Mo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's stride into place. Yeah. Attack! Ooh, 17 plus 8. That's a 25.
That will
Flat-footed.
crit.
Yay! So slowed 1.
They make a fortitude save if it survives.
If
Oh, fair.
Just making sure.
Damn it, I rolled 2 ones.
Maybe.
So 2,
He rolled 2 ones.
6, 12.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think you doubling his ability modifier would be less than 4.
Oh, no, yeah, my modifier is 4, so
Yeah.
it would have been 8 minimum.
It had 4.
Well, technically, minimum is what I rolled for the crit.
So,
Nice.
so Featherfall drops.
Yeah. And we're 100% certain it's undead because you were effective against it with light shit. Or positives, you know what I meant. And then, just because I can, I your next the carriage.
So you did notice that there is a leather satchel draped around Featherfall's body.
Oh, it's
Okay.
with like a collar, but not.
Well, it has like a handful of gems and Claudette's portion of a map of the enclaves in the nearby area.
Take that.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, anyone need healing?
I require
Yes.
healing.
Yeah, I think most of us do. Except for you.
Luckily, I forgot about my temporary HP, so I'm 2 health HP higher.
I'm down 14. I'm at half. And I lied. I don't have battle medicine. This is my intimidating character.
Okay,
I have
yeah,
intimidating prowess instead.
I don't have medicine at all, but because I'm a Trojan, I use my crafting.
Oh, nice. But does it allow you to qualify for medicine
Yes.
feats? Really?
My crafting feats and
So can he, like, let's say he's level 20, can he qualify for legendary medic with...
yes,
I believe
Crafting
so.
and stuff.
If I recall right.
That's
yes.
so good. That's awesome.
It's literally my proficiency level in my crafting qualifies me for any medical feats.
That's so cool. So any feats that requires medicine, that's so good. That's so niche, but so good. You're like, screw medicine. I just know shit.
Yeah,
You're just like,
He's Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah. But, and ironically, having a high craft makes you a good cook, too.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're like, try this. Well, if it was anybody else.
And a great brewer.
I love it.
So, yeah. He's patching you up. Here, drink this.
Why did you put a toenail in a bottle of booze?
Trust me on that.
All right.
I'm going to give Fred another hero point.
Hell yeah.
Before
So we'll
Get
start with
going.
you. So it's success. 2d8.
Yeah,
Plus 5 or 2d8 plus your
I
intelligence?
think it's just 2d8.
Oh,
it's
okay.
just 2D.
All right. Roll well, please. I'm down 14. If you can get me less than 5 down, I'll be happy.
9.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And you're immune for an hour.
Yep.
It takes me 10 minutes per person for this.
So,
You,
5.
success. 14.
Oh,
Excellent.
can we switch those? No. I needed that. You only needed a handful.
Yeah, and
I
then,
needed
I'm going to
12 of
chug
them,
some
so-
of my special stout.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
I'm just
I'll
healing
hold on to
myself.
that. I'll save my potion for end.
Okay, so that's a success.
Don't you get critical successes too?
Yeah, but the DC is 15.
So he has to get a 25 to get
Got to get a 25.
Oh, okay. Okay.
25 is a crit.
Well, I thought you rolled a 17 on your die, not a 12, but I was
No.
like, I mean, that's pretty damn close.
Oh. Well, we'll probably hike for an hour and then I'll fix people up again.
Okay.
Yeah. So the map that the owlbear had, that was
Yeah,
That
it was
was
her.
hers.
That was her map.
okay. Now, can I gank it for the horizons, or can I copy it?
No, that you're figuring that's part of the one that would probably help
that's
out.
what we're
So
looking
you're looking
for.
like, okay, wait, I have a topper one now. Now I have this
Alright.
one.
Duct taping them together.
Do we need to search the carriage to make sure there's not anything else in it?
Well, I think the carriage is old, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's been here a while.
It's been here for a while. It's
No,
it's been
it's
cleaned
a
out.
landmark at
Okay.
this
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
Basically, it's a sign of this is where you are. In the
Take a left
Gravelands.
turn at the carriage. No.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
You go right at the carriage that's buried in the half buried in the mire.
So
okay.
Mike was describing like the intricate filigree
For
and
some
everything.
strange
It was
reason,
like-
I was thinking the owl barrel was actually the horses for the carriage or something.
No. The owlbear was her companion.
Yeah.
Was her animal companion that
Yeah.
was lost to here.
I guess we could take a couple feathers and give them to her and say, "This will help you
yeah.
pass it on."
Now, do we need to do anything to them so they don't rise up again?
Yeah, they gave us stuff. If the
They gave us
that's
a keystone.
newly dead. The newly dead we can
Yeah.
do stuff. So these are already dead. We've put them out of their misery, so
Yeah.
they won't rise again.
Yeah, the keystone will, when placed into this village, would keep it.
Yeah.
The people that
Keep
die
the
within
people that die within from rising as undead.
Basically, if one of us die in the scenario, we can do this thing, and then we can spend the points to get your character resurrected, instead of having to spend like 3 times as many to get your body found, the unguent or whatever used, and then the body resurrected. Because otherwise, your character's just gone, and now you belong to the Gravelands.
Or you grab the Handbook of the Dead and
Oh yeah, I don't want to have to buy another book to be an undead archetype.
Well,
Then you can
as
be
far as I know, all the archetypes are not allowed.
yeah,
so
the
far.
undead ones are not legal yet.
The only one you can get is the skeleton.
Maybe if we did
ancestry.
more Gravelands scenarios.
But
Yeah.
I
Do
don't
we
know
have
about
a time frame for remaster?
for what.
Remaster? It's like the end of the year, right?
It's towards like
Yeah,
October,
yeah.
November,
Alright.
if I remember.
Because I know it was just announced in
I would
PaizoCon,
say-
and it's
I don't know
usually
about
like 3 to 6
Brian,
months.
but I know I was saddened to hear that there was a charity boon, and I think it went for quite a bit of money, so that allowed you to get a special witch patron. You know which patron I'm talking about.
I think so. Yeah.
It was in a special book.
So a unique boon that they auctioned?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
There was a witch patron that came out in I think it's the Monsters of Galarian, or I'm trying to remember or Legends of
It's not the
Galarian.
mosquito witch one,
Legends,
is
I
it?
think.
Yes.
Oh, you could be a mosquito witch?
And there was a boon that they auctioned off for charity that allowed you to have her as your patron for a witch.
Oh,
It's all about insects and all that.
Yeah, don't you can get well, Christ, what are those blood sucking familiars? Squib? No, midge.
Oh, I can't remember.
And then it gives you one of the hex, whatever, like bleed damage, and you get half of it back as health or something.
Something
It's
like that, yeah.
Good.
It's,
I was like, holy crap.
I was looking into it because I'm like, well, it does have like a limited thing. I'm like, well, what? And I like read. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they give it out as charity boon.
That's cool. Good for whoever got that, and also good for charity. But
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So yeah, there's sometimes like one of the years I went to Gen Con, they had I think it was an adopted boon, and it was for first edition. I think it may have been for second, but you were basically adopted into the Black Roses.
Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, oh yeah, you didn't have to marry into him. You literally got adopted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that one went for quite a bit of money.
There was a White Witch boon as well. But
Yeah,
like,
they
your
come out
patron
with-
could be Baba Yaga in first edition. You're like, well, all right. Like, that's just cool shit.
Yeah.
So, all right, actions, exploration. What are we doing?
All right. Yep. So everybody needs to either attempt a survival check to track, a nature or perception check to observe where the forest animals follow the safer trails, or a society check to decipher writing and interpret the vague notes and hastily sketched maps that you find. That you found on
The two so far.
Featherfall and the other map.
All right, well, I don't have society, so I can't do that.
So everybody rolls, and then the more successes, matter.
So what are we?
It is a
Oh.
DC 15.
Okay, so I got 15 on the dice. So
Well, I got a 20 on the die, so that gives me
It's
25.
survival,
Nice.
So
perception,
crit, all right.
I got a-
nature,
Well, it was a crit no matter what.
19
society.
total. So
I can't
Looks like survival it is. I got 15 on survival.
All right.
So only
So-
I failed it. So
All right. But you guys are able to stay together and find the path to the downed oak.
yeah. How's our horse reacting? Still,
They're
tippy-tip?
they're as you get deeper in, they are getting a little. I mean, they're holding on, but between the eeriness of the fog and the every now and then just hearing
Sure.
the random galloping of
I'm
horses.
making the same twitchy
Mhm.
things with my tail and ears too.
I probably am too.
I mean, the big thing is so long as it doesn't start whinnying and nickering at the horses galloping.
Yeah.
So eventually, yeah, the path comes along a thick oak that has fallen, that is blocking the way. And it smells like decay and death as you approach.
This isn't a trap at all.
The nature to identify if it's natural rot in the wood.
It is, yeah. It's
Okay.
just
It's like, I don't know, it'd be like a freaking undead tree or something.
and you do see that there's also like stones and all that kind of keeping it in place. So you think you could either like haul some of the stones out of the way, and like make a path like to go over it, or you could try to make a makeshift walkway of branches over the oak as well. You can maybe do that, or
Okay.
survival or a scouting lore to maybe find a different path.
So what would be probably what athletics to move?
Yeah, athletics. Oh yeah, so yeah, athletics to move, crafting to make the walkway, or survival scouting to find another path. And again, this is one where everybody needs to roll, and you need a few successes.
All right.
I'm gonna move them.
Well, I'm
definitely-
gonna-
well,
And it's a 15 unless you're doing scouting lore.
yeah, I got a 19 athletics. I figured between the
Good.
two of us, we're moving
I got
stuff
an
and figuring
18
stuff out.
crafting.
Okay.
And 22 athletics.
Nice.
Well, I got a 19 survival.
All right. So
we're
you're
all winners.
all able to work together and
Yeah.
make a makeshift way over the log and get the horses and everything through.
We'll record this information on the maps of like, there's another little trail here, and here's a log, and here's, so that future waygoers will not be stupefied by this log.
And you go for about another 30 minutes when you find a half-acre circle of unnaturally large willow trees that protects a quiet space hidden in the folds of the wild and the dying forest outside. And from what was once a sacred grove enshrined to the god Aristil, only the canopy of trees and crumbling stone statue of the stag god remain. The sounds of the outside forest cease at the long curtain limbs of the willows, and the mist caressing the ground of the grove glows with a pale green light. And that's what you see remains of
A statue.
the statue of Aristil.
Oh, okay. Has he always been
Mm-hmm.
a headed god like that? I thought he was an elf.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I mean, the elves do worship him.
No, I'm sure. I just in my brain, I always like amounted to Corellian in 5th edition. Like it was just, like I always thought it was like a cowl with antlers. I didn't
okay.
really think he was like a
No, he
moose-headed or
was,
a deer-headed god. But
He
now
has
yeah.
a elk or deer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're the same family.
He's the god of the hunt, isn't he?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yes.
yeah. Favored weapon,
time
longbow.
enough to heal everyone a second time?
Yeah, between getting to the oak and then fixing up the oak and all that.
Okay. So I'll start with you. See if
Appreciate
I can. I do not heal you.
Okay.
Try to heal myself. And I hurt myself.
Oh no.
I'll reload that.
And I just realized you're not playing the character I prepared this for.
8. Well, it's not a crit fail.
Well, we were too busy.
Yeah. But it'll be another hour before
That's
I can
fine.
attempt to heal. Who were you expecting me to bring?
No, not you.
Oh, you
Oh.
thought I was gonna? He's too high a level.
Oh,
Yeah, he's 4 now.
This is a 4.
this is a 1 to
Yeah,
4,
but you're all playing ones.
Yeah, he didn't want
I
to be
wouldn't
that
have-
person.
I would have happily brought Gwei if. Yeah, but no, I was like, you're all playing lows. I'll play it lower.
So yeah, the going through the grove is where the path seems to lead you towards.
Okay.
It's
Get a
glowing.
distinct feeling that trying to reconstruct and repair and consecrate this statue might bring unwanted attention.
Well, I think anything positive in this realm is going to bring unwanted attention.
But I also feel like going through this grove is a bad idea.
Well, it doesn't look like we can go around it. Kind of.
All right, well, let's go.
Take the
be
good.
cautious.
Take the bad with the bad. It's all bad.
It's
The
all
only
bad
good is
here.
the barbarian.
Why
Berber.
is the, does anybody know why the fog is green?
Yeah, that's a good. Is there a check for that?
You're probably like relating. You're thinking just something intermixed with the grove with the gravelands. Actually, give me a perception check. as
Everybody?
well.
Or just.
Wow.
Dude, you're leeching.
I got a 15.
Oh, we didn't.
I critically failed that.
So did I.
Okay.
I got a 14.
That's
14.
an 11.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only saw the one. My apologies.
You
I
saw
got- I
double
got a
ones.
17. Sorry.
17.
Yeah, I failed twice. I got 2 ones on
Two
my
ones.
die. Well, from my viewpoint, it looked like just a 1-1. I'm blind.
So yeah, you're
I'm
just
like, you got better than me.
I thought it was a 1.
significantly.
you're figuring it's something to do with just the gravelands, probably messing with the shrine.
Unless you want me to, unless I can use academia, then it's higher. Lower.
Okay. I just didn't know. Alpha is from Numeria, so he's just like, ships leak stuff like that all the time, and you shouldn't be around it.
Oh,
I finished off my drink.
yeah, it's a different kind of radiation. This is evil,
My
manifesting radiation.
ghost mix is turtle ooze, so it's like neon green.
Secret of the ooze, dude.
So as you
Yeah,
make your way
definitely want to investigate the statue
into the
area.
grove,
Mhm.
you all get a vision
Uh-oh.
of a cleric, looks like an armored individual
Oh, you,
that has a
now I know
holy
why you
symbol
wanted Gwei to
much
show up.
similar to the rock on their shield, and then it just blanked on Talbert.
Tabard?
Yeah, of Pharasma,
Oh,
but
okay.
it looks like there's cracks within the holy symbol on both the shield. Well, the shield is cracked, and it cuts
Phrasma's
through
symbol
that.
is the spirit?
The spiral.
The spiral.
Yeah, the spiral
Yeah.
spirit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it does look like it's been deformed and does not look correct.
Interesting.
And they enter the grove, and they are the ones that actually break the horns off of the statue.
Hmm.
and does a ritual that basically defiles this grove.
Okay, so something of Pharasma came in and defiled the Aristil.
But then as you
Okay.
it gets closer, you realize, like, under the helm, the face looks undead.
Oh no. And she hates that. Well, I don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She
Out of
hates
character, I know this. In character, I haven't the foggiest idea.
Actually,
that. But it's okay. He knows it.
Yeah. Yeah, basically what a DC 5 to know
Yeah.
that Pharasma hates.
Yeah, actually,
unnatural-
yeah. As it takes its time, it looks like that.
Oh, that's wicked. All right. Show the viewers.
Okay.
Nice. That's cool.
And as you're getting this vision of it, yeah, basically defiling this grove. Everybody, give me a will save.
All right.
It is a DC 18.
Jesus.
21.
Okay, I'm good. 20.
17.
I think your rat uses your same saves. I have no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Well, I got an 11,
So that's just a normal fail.
Yeah.
and they didn't give me
25.
25? Okay.
So I need to make one for my rat too.
Technically, yeah.
Rat got a 2.
Yeah.
I can't remember if
No,
you're not familiar. Are you able to? What kind of senses do you have with it?
Send
You can-
imprecise, and then low light, I think.
I think
Oh, but it does talk, doesn't it?
It does talk.
That's really funny.
It's like, ah! It's panicking.
it takes off right.
All right, so
Well, here, the irony is it can't take off running because it doesn't have independent action.
Yeah.
You have to tell it to run.
the
before it
3
runs.
that failed or critically fail, you do take 6 mental
Oh,
damage.
no.
Just from the, this is just like a phantom pain that you just feel from like the,
Well,
From the statue
The rat only has
itself.
5 hit points.
Yeah, it goes unconscious.
it goes unconscious.
So
yeah.
it shrieks for a second and falls unconscious.
Yeah.
And did you say critical fail or just fail?
Oh, so
Both.
on the critical fail, it's the same.
Yeah.
But
But I just take 6 damage, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I think mental damage is you're unconscious for a
Yeah.
long time if you go to 0. Because it doesn't kill. I don't think it kills you.
It's just a damage type. So.
it's just for
Oh,
It's
maybe.
just a damage type. Yes, it does kill.
Well, familiars don't die in the normal sense. You have to yeah. Basically, you just have an inert rat that's like dead.
But when the rat, well, if the rat comes or is revived within 24 hours,
Because
it's going to
I'm
have
dead.
a lingering suspicion of others and can't benefit from aid reactions for 24 hours.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god, it's suffering from my Envoy's special ability. So Discord. I don't trust you. I don't trust any of you.
Do you want some? Jeez, no.
Patches is like, what happened to you? I ain't telling you nothing, copper.
But it's me. I'm your dad. I hate you, father. Oh man, that haunt sucked. Now I know why you wished I brought Gwei.
Yeah, because you would have been able to sense it as you got close.
I can interact with it.
I was close to bringing Lucinda.
I'm like, what's going on? You guys are like, headache. Uh-oh, something's not good.
Go ahead and give me your religion.
Yeah,
Check,
after I bring
though.
your attention to it, you'd be able to. Good luck.
23.
23. So you think you can... The haunt will reset every 10 minutes to retell the tell.
Unless start cleaning out the statue.
You think you can disable it, like when you come through, by using occultism or religion to convince the spirit of the tree, the message has been understood. But to permanently remove it, you're going to have to reconsecrate the shrine.
Okay.
Is that a mechanical thing
What
that we can
would
do for
we
that?
have to do to reconsecrate it?
You'd think the first thing would be there are a lot of heavy evil influences around here, especially this cleric you feel from its thing is nearby.
Oh, joy.
And so you're thinking at least
We have to destroy him?
get rid of him first and then work on, reestablishing the link to the shrine to its deity.
Well, I'm really hurt now.
Yeah.
I am too.
We have another hour.
I got occultism of +7 if I can.
Yeah, you can at least quell it.
Yeah.
Gonna try
So
and-
every 10 minutes or so, whenever people enter the shrine, it gives them the story of how it was desecrated.
So can I quail it or whatever?
It'll only last for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have another 10 minutes, and then you can
permanently
do it.
fix it, you have to
Kill
at
the
least
cleric.
you feel at the least you have to get rid of the creature that caused the damage,
Right.
and then reconsecrate the land.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like I said, I don't know how long it's been since I used my last medicine check.
It's probably been about 20 minutes or so.
Okay, so we've got at least 40 before I can even attempt to
You could do
heal
it on
any.
me.
But
I
you
can
figure
heal
you
you.
probably want to at least get out of the
Yeah,
shrine.
Yeah.
but
so
let's
that you're
get out
not-
of the shrine.
you're
Let's
not every
move on. Let's see if we can move forward towards this town we're trying to get to. Yeah.
And I'm saying it's 2:16, so let's go ahead and do our first break.
All right.
We'll be back at 2:26.